Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay. I want you guys to remember to subscribe as we're on the rise to 10,000, right? We're going up to 10,000, so and more, of course, as we get into a plethora of subjects and situations. And make sure you join because we're starting a book club. We have our first meeting on this Friday. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and we're getting into that. I know we've talked about the Young Dolph case a lot, and there is still a lot going on with that case. Um, as a matter of fact, it's a lot more that's going to go on with that case before it all ends. But the good thing about it is we know that the police department and FBI got that up under control. But it's going to be a lot surrounding that case, right? But so make sure you go and join. And I got some guests lined up for us. Everything that I do, I like for it to have some education in it. I'm talking about having people on that are experts in certain areas. As you guys see, as we go along, I've been working at getting people on. I have solidified one guest that is an attorney. I'm looking at getting someone on that I was actually going to have on sometime back, and they wanted to wait until all of this stuff that's going on is over. But I'm definitely going to have a federal FBI agent on when when everything is good to have them on. And um and a plethora of other people. Okay. So make sure you get into the book club. We're going to have authors on. We're going to just do the darn thing. That is right down my alley. Okay. Just right down my alley. But I wanted to talk about Young Dolph's artists dropping new music, letting it be known that they riding for Young Dolph. Key Glock has a new album that is coming out, I believe at the end of June. We know Fizzle got new music. We know Kenny Money has been blazing. We see CEO Jizzle. Um, he's affiliated with Pre. They've been blazing. CEO Jizzle's a star. I always say that. I hope that he knows that. I don't know. Sometimes people have not gotten a foothold yet. They know it, but they it has. I don't know if he realizes it wholeheartedly that he is a star and that he is a threat. And so when people see that if they ever see him change a little and start getting more, when I say learning the business more, getting more of a foothold like Young Dolph, he's really going to become a threat. They already looking at him. Okay, I've been watching that very closely, wanting to do something to him because number one, he's fearless. Number two, he has a talent. Number three, he has the look. CEO Jizzle is a very handsome young kid. Okay, so people like that is a threat, but they're hoping that he crash out before he ever gets a foothold. Okay, so that actually makes him a threat. But I see in Key Glock in them. I know exactly what's going on as it relates to that. With Fizzle putting out, Fizzle had been throwing out subliminals and things of that nature. I was getting ready to say there have been encryptic messages, but it's just flat out been cryptic messages. Okay, they're not playing. Okay, um, at all, and it is because all of this stuff is coming out. We see that more and more is coming out, and more is going to come out as more people start to get indicted, as more people start to get arrested. We'll start to see more coming out because I don't think anybody is going to want to go and do 60 years. Okay. But we're starting to see, I get very nervous when I start seeing some of the OGs that have been known to send out the little young dudes like you know, Big 30 and Homie G and all of them. When I start seeing, you know, a lot of the and I'm not saying that Homie G has crashed out. I've just heard that he's sneaky, but I've never really heard Homie G being in anything. I think the first time, but I've never really paid attention to Homie G like that. We know that he did a video with Straight Drop. I was looking at him on a show. As a matter of fact, I would like to, if I could play that, okay? Because you know, one of the things that I said was, we have to pay attention to Straight Drop, whose artist that he had the features with, right? And Big Homie G just did an interview, okay? And I'm gonna see if I can pull that up, okay? Uh, okay. I don't want to. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Here it is. And this interview was on No Jumpers clip.
A Growth Hero. Growth Hero? Yeah. Cool. I see him, but I ain't never had no problem with it. Yeah, right? Now, reason why I like and asked that though was because he attacked El Migo, right? And I'm assuming he's filming you he cool. He know him, so he know me too, but yeah, I think they grew up in the same, in the same area, so he know him a little bit more than he know me. So yeah, we on speaking basis, like he cool.
Let me just say this. I could hear the nervousness in Homie G's voice because he probably don't have a issue with Grove Hero, okay? But the nervousness in his voice let me know that he had to play it safe because he could have issues with his label and label affiliates if he said the wrong thing. Okay, hold on.
What up? Like I done pulled up to his food trucks and got food from him, and that went viral too, by the way. Yeah. Yo, listen, right? Because that was like and here's why in that though like went viral, right? Because we was like, yo, bro, what, like this shit is big, right? Like Big Homie G and Grove Hero is coming together, and I think that was like the first time that both camps were together, after Dolph death, right? Which was like, yo, this is like some real like grown man mature shit, almost like what we said. But it's like, just like it was before Dolph death. Oh, really? Okay. I'm saying that was after this shit. Yeah. Okay. I'm talking about before his death. Yeah, yo was cool. We was cool. So what we gonna act like we got a problem with each other now? Mm-hmm. That was a power play for the internet. Power play. I ain't got no problem. You ain't got no problem with me. It ain't no bloodshed with us, bro. What? Yeah. You get some food. Where you at? I'm already in the city anyway. Yeah. I rode past. I was going to an interview. I was going to a radio station. I saw his truck out there, and I just turned around and shit, it went like that. And he had no problem with me before that shit. So why have a problem with me now? That's some real, bro. That's some like.
And I'm gonna just say this: there's an issue with that because I think right there it shows how just with the way Big Homie G talks when he said before that shit, how black men are desensitized to human life. They don't give a damn about human life. When he say before that shit, no, it ain't shit. Somebody lost their life. Young Dolph was heinously gunned down. That lets you know that they don't give a damn about that. They look at it as being just some shit. He lost his life. That nigga lost his life. That's some shit. Whatever. Okay. One thing for sure, you sure gonna reap what you sow. And I'm not saying that Big Homie G was involved, but I'm just saying, okay, these dudes need to be very cognizant of what they project into the atmosphere. Okay. A young man, a father, a fiance, a son, a rap star lost his life, and more importantly, a human being. Okay,
bro, look, that's some like real like grown man shit, right? Now people were trying to like for example, so I think like 5 days after, right? I I think it was Straight Drive, right? And who dropped like a song, you and him, right? Now, Straight Drop was, I guess, implicated or being charged with like Young Dolph death, right? So people just automatically not trying to put you in some bullshit that you got nothing to do with.
Like I said before, whatever.
Yeah,
I've been on Drop. You know what I'm saying? Me and Drop been done the song, so whatever they got, whatever. Like I can't stop fucking with no nigga because of what they saying about a nigga.
Who hit you about it though, or not?
Say who?
Did anybody hit you about it? Like saying, bro, like you
read the comments, I see everything. I ain't gotta pay attention to. I will act like I see it. I see everything, like everything. I ain't gotta act on it though, because this shit don't be nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if I've been knowing you before whatever happened, and you know I've been knowing we already done this song. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, question though, man. So do you like feel like currently Memphis has taken over? Like for example, right? Like there was like a great like five.
Okay. That stood out to me, and like I said, I'm not saying that Big Homie G was involved. I do believe he know what happened, but knowing what happened and being involved is completely different. He said he put into the atmosphere that the song was done before, and it probably was, because whoever it was that had started the courtship with Straight Drop had already started to try and groom him and started to show him, get him in these studios saying, this is what we're going to do for you if you do this for us. They had already started gassing him up, which is the reason why somebody made that phone call and told him to make sure that he did not come out of that cookie shop. There was an urgency to get it done for that day, because I don't know what was going to happen the next day. I don't know if there was going to be flights back in from somewhere or something. I don't know. But the police know that, okay, that there was an urgency to get him gone that particular day, which is why it was so messy, okay? But I don't doubt that the song was done, before that happened, because there was a rumor that Black Youngster's song was done a couple weeks, that Assuming or something song, or was done before Young Dolph's death, and then I don't know, there was some retouches or something afterwards. I don't know. I forget exactly what the person told me, but I see now. I'm gonna get back to Young Dolph's artists, because I don't want to venture off into that, because I kind of try to stay away from that. Young Dolph's artists are letting it be known, okay, that they know. Of course they would know, because people have been talking. People have been telling it. The police already knew, but key players have been confirming it. And they're letting it be known, that that they're not happy. They never was happy. I always knew that Key Glockner was hurt about what had happened. I think if you listen to one of Mia J's interviews that she did with, it was a big channel, a big news story, when she was talking about Young Dolph, she was talking about her organization. And the young lady asked her, what would Young Dolph tell his artists? She said, Young Dolph would tell his artists and anybody else, be strong and get to the money. Okay. And that is exactly what Young Dolph's artists have been doing. I don't know what they've been doing behind the scenes. I can't say that. The only thing that I have been saying is that when this happened, there was a lot of young men to lose their lives. It was like a World War III in the Memphis area. But of course, people that don't live in Memphis don't know that. And people that may have been on the brunt end of that is not going to say that. But I think it's so sad that a lot of these young dudes are dying. And it looks to me that is probably going to be some more, especially when more stuff starts to come out, because it's getting emotional right now, just getting a lot of confirmations, right? And Dolph's family being projected that, being given that information, being debriefed on a lot of things and getting confirmation. So I'm sure his artists know. Jay Fizzle is his blood cousin. Key Glock is within his family. If he wasn't, Young Dolph said it. He said that his uncle was married to Key Glock's auntie, the auntie that raised him. It came out of Young Dolph's mouth. So he would be considered a cousin, because I have cousins that are not blood cousins. But if my uncle married their mama, I consider them my cousins. Right? They're in my family. So he considered Key Glock family. Okay. So I believe because young Dolph was helping them to do a lot. Paper Raul talked about how Dolph was crazy about him. He was in the hood. He grew up in the hood. Snoop Bands, all of them talked about before Dolph died how he was a genius and how they had such a respect for him. And I think that they understand not only was Young Dolph taken out because of jealousy, and because of BS. Young Dolph was taken out because they was jealous of what he was getting ready to do for them. See, if he make his artists millionaires and things of that nature, and these other artists, the independent route, signing deals, these 360 deals. And Young Dolph was very vocal, and his artists are getting more money than some of these people that's been in the business forever that's supposed to be major stars. He would talk about how people are raping their artists. So people just had an issue with him. Okay, but his artists have been letting it be known, okay, that they're not playing, but I hope they keep their head, number one, on swivel and on right, because our Young Dolph wouldn't want them to go and ruin their lives, because these people going down, and that would be the very thing that they want. Hold on one second. Let me see something.
You know what I'm saying? Paper bean and paper campaign. Really want to call this shit, nigga. Yeah. Get back gang. No bitch face. Yeah. Nigga, what? This shit still major. Hey, don't tell me to slide. I was on it before my nigga died. These niggas tell me to slide. I was on it before my nigga died. These niggas side. Lil' bro got a switch and he can't wait to try.
He said he was on it before his nigga died. You niggas hide. Lil' bro got a switch that he been ready to try or something. I mean, the song is hard. Now we have to. I have to give Key Glock his flowers, because the young man is very talented. Okay, he's talented and he's got the look. So he's 100. Some people talented, they don't have the look. He's talented and he got the look. Okay, that's what they say in the industry. Okay, so I'm just only speaking industry terms, so you can't get mad. But I have to say Memphis have a lot of artists that is very talented. I want to say Memphis is the Mecca. I just really want to say it, because these little young dudes around the Memphis area is very, very talented. I just hate that they are being hijacked, and they don't realize that. Okay, but yeah, Fizzle put out some stuff a couple weeks back. Fizzle's been letting it be known what he's feeling, and that he's he want the smoke. Key Glock letting it be known. Kenny Money been letting it be known. Jizzle. And that's what lets you know that they have been getting the information, that the police and the FBI has been communicating with Dolph's family, and which I'm sure with Fizzle being in his family, that would be communicated to Key Glock and all of them. Amir J is close to Key Glock, so that would be communicated with them. So they already knew. Okay. It's one thing when you know, it's another thing when it is confirmed and you are 100% sure. Okay. That changes the game. Emotions are going to get more and more raw as people start to as it get closer and closer to trial. I called it last year because that's what I was told, that they felt like a lot of people was going to plead out. Straight Drop was very close to pleading out until he allowed them to make a fool out of him, right? Cornelius kind of played himself. He kind of played with it, because he kind of played with it. And I guess I don't know if he could tell anything that has not already been told, but maybe he can. Okay. But yeah, Young Dolph's artist is letting it be known that they riding for him. They sticking by him, and I'm very happy that they are sticking to, what's the word that I'm looking for? The agenda as it relates to what Young Dolph wanted. I don't want them to crash out because some of these dudes are getting ready to go to jail anyways. And it would give their heart joy to know that while they're in jail, that Young Dolph's artist is not functioning, is not being successful, that they are in jail with them. I mean, they could live out the rest of their lives in jail. What's going to kill them is being in jail and seeing Young Dolph's label, Young Dolph's artists continue to be great. That's how you kill people, right? You don't let them bring you down to the gutter with you. And I know it's hard when you take somebody's life that was so dear to you. Young Dolph is down there in his grave for nothing. They killed that young man for nothing, and they wrong. And God is going to get them, okay? God is going to get them. He says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. Ain't we witnessing to get back? See, a lot of times we get so anxious. Okay, we got another arrest. When the next arrest is going to be? 2 days later, people get antsy. When going to be the next arrest? They taking too long, but they just did a little something. It don't matter when it looks like that people are happy. People have to make you think that they are not bothered. Right? That's how they send you to the nut house, by trying to play in your face. But I mean, they know what it is. Okay. They know what it is. Okay. So, shout out to Young Dolph's artists. Like I said, I want them to stay on the right track, because them being out there spinning, somebody else may feel differently, but they can't tell me how to feel. Right? But I'm saying them being out there spinning, they can't win because the feds is outside. They outside, and they got their eyes is everywhere, all in the sky, everywhere. They can't win. So I want them to continuously win with the music. And trust me, it is killing a lot of these people, knowing that they're going to have to go away. And what they thought that they was going to kill is still going. They may as well have let Young Dolph stay out. They didn't even have to make a fool out of Straight Drop. They didn't even have to do that, because not only did they ruin Young Dolph's life, they ruined Straight Drop's life. Okay, Straight Drop helped to ruin his life, but the people that should have been trying to guide him in the right direction, they basically ruined his life, because he's not getting out. Okay, that's the reason why you see Straight Drop getting these phones and things of that nature. Straight Drop don't care what he does. He's not going to tell who's bringing him in anything. He's not even scared, because Straight Drop knows that is his end result. His end result is already done happen. It happened when he killed Young Dolph, and that's life in prison. Right? That's life in prison. But anyways, you guys, y'all make sure y'all go watch it closely. I've been paying attention to Teaser. Teaser better sit his ass down. Teaser is going to go back to jail for life. First of all, I believe Teaser is tied up in this. And he got all his mask and stuff on. He been playing music. I mean, one thing about when these folks know that they have been caught, okay? When they know that they have been caught, okay? And a lot of people say they might believe that Teaser doing a little something, and he might be with the government. He could be. I don't know. He could be. All I know is that I had worked for the government for 18 years in law enforcement, and still do investigative work. I have never in my life seen anyone with Teaser's background get out on a ROR, which is released on recognizance, released on his own recognizance. That is for people who have not been in and out of jail and don't have a history. Okay. So when I saw that, I'll never forget when I saw that he was back out, especially with the type of charges that he had. I was like, okay, well, maybe he just bad and he ain't never really been in and out of jail. And I saw he had a history. I said, oh, okay, that's very strange. I've never seen it happen, but I guess it's the first time for everything. Hey, I don't know what he got going on. but I know he gonna be in jail. Okay, if he think he gonna be out there sliding, he got to know they're watching him. He got teasing know that he know it. Now I don't even want to talk about teasing right now. Okay. All right, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe, but pay attention to them, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. And because I'm going to say this, a lot of these folks that you think got sense don't. They know they be up under the surveillance and they still, do crazy stuff. But I'm going to tell you the game that they're playing now, they're trying to get people that they know is mentally messed up, okay, to go and do their dirt, or they feel like it's already crashing out and things of that nature. To go and do their dirt. So just pay attention to the names that you hear in the media. It's pay close attention, because usually it is someone that is throwing their name out there that knows some stuff as far as who their little hitters and things of that nature is. You've heard names like Teasy, Bang Wang, names like that. You have people to log on to social media up under assumed names that are out there in the street that know what's going on, that start to throw names and stuff out there. Okay. A lot of times, I ain't gonna say who it be, but it could be anybody. All right. Anyways, you guys, a lot of times too, I will say this, you have law enforcement that be on social media, and they get on and they act just like any other subscriber. And sometimes when there is some type of danger, they will put some stuff into the atmosphere to make people think and to alert them. Okay, the FBI do it all day, every day. They blend right in. If they blend right in the physical, I'm talking about out on the street. Of course, they have teams that are on here that blend right in. Okay, so always take heed when nuggets are thrown into the atmosphere, because they outside. I'm talking about them, as Code Figure say, them federales. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Code Figure. Okay, Code Figure TV. I love Code Figure. Okay, I have a lot of respect for him. He was one of the ones that was on this case before I ever even started vlogging, that I really, really just fell in love with. I'm talking about he went hard as far as because all the Memphians knew what had happened. And to hear somebody actually speaking some truth and not manipulating the truth and things of that nature. Hey, I love people like that. Okay. They took one of his pages, but make sure y'all go and subscribe to him. He's brave. I love brave people. When Snoop Band's friend, um, you know, um, that situation happened with him and Straight Drive Lil Marcus from out of Castelia. He said, we're gonna fill up his canteen. Everybody gave, child. I cash apped him too. And he said the canteen was filled up so tight, so high he couldn't even accept no more money. So I like a person that talk the talk and walk the walk. That's why I love that dude. Okay. He's always speaking educational stuff. Now I want y'all to go and support him. He does not try and send people out. He walked the walk. He talked the talk and walked the walk. And it's all about education and not getting people to crash out. I've always seen that when he had an issue, he gonna handle it. He's not gonna send other people out to get them tied up in mess. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I do love you guys. Talk with you later.